Something happened that summer. I have these fragments of memories. Some are real, and some are probably recreated from what I learned later, but none of them has helped me find the truth. I remember a scene with animated hammers from the wall. I remember being in a deserted construction site at dawn. I vaguely remember having sex with someone and walking along the side of a highway. I remember leaving my dress on in the hot shower. The structure of my bed at the cottage turning into a Borg ship in my mind's eye. I remember bits of the drive to the hospital the next day. I was diagnosed with psychotic disorder not otherwise specified, and stayed in the adolescent psychiatric ward for a total of 6 months. I remember blue foam slippers on the way to my electroconvulsive treatments, and taxi rides back from the recovery room. I remember watching the nurses make late-night grilled cheese sandwiches on an ironing board, painting ceramic dinosaurs as a form of therapy. I remember the view, or at least I was aware of the harbor being outside the windows. I cherished the frequent visits from my mom and missed her as soon as she left. When I was discharged, feelings of lethargy and fogginess persisted, but I felt proud to take my new label of bipolar disorder out into the world. I eventually became attached to this label because I thought it made me stand out, and because I got away with blaming it for my behaviors and circumstances. I learned to feel helpless in the face of being so sapped of energy all the time, and often lived my life in bitterness mode. When it was first suggested by a clinician that I didn't have bipolar disorder, I was resistant. It had been part of my identity for half my life. Besides, why would I be on mood stabilizers if that wasn't my diagnosis? But I'd started to find out more about what happened to my brain that summer, and I still wanted to learn the truth. I recently had my first look at the discharge report from my hospital stay in the 90s. It had a list of possibilities. No certain diagnosis was reached. Although this makes sense, given how little we can know about the mind, I think I was expecting bipolar to be the definitive conclusion of the report. I had been told about this diagnosis with confidence. Those early psychiatrists sounded like they knew the truth. I imagine they had good intentions to provide the healing comfort of certainty, but I was angry. Isn't the truth, though uncertain, more important than comfort? It was to me. It was for my healing. I will never have full access to what happened that summer, but knowing that those in authority are often at a loss to draw conclusions, I can finally let go of trying to ground my story in certainty. Maybe I can find some healing and humility in the uncertainty of reality.